Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here again at Solana, seeing what's going on. Looking at some pretty positive stuff here. So we're going to talk a little bit about retracement, which we've already kind of seen, 0.236 level here at about 113 is a rough estimate on the potential support level. There is indication we could see the price pull back a little bit further. Based on Elliott Wave and a few other key factors. So we're just going to look at everything we can here today and help understand where we're at and make an informed decision here. So quick congrats to our community members, though, of course, on some nice profits here from RDNT, 30% in 1.5 trading days, SNX, 56%, 1.5 trading days, Solana, 36% in 3.5 days, and of course, the Graph, 81% in 10 days. A lot of this has a lot to do with $1.1 billion being bought in Bitcoin at that $44,000 mark, shooting the price action up significantly, and it hasn't looked back yet. Make sure you watch my Bitcoin video so you know specifically what's going to happen next. It was a pretty interesting analysis here today. So we're going to take a quick look at the backend data here for Solana and just kind of see what's going on and help understand what's next here. So we got some liquidation levels above and below the price action, big surprise, but unfortunately a lot of folks got wrecked at that 111, 112 mark. I said last night, do not short this coin, and some people decided to continue shorting it. My guess is these are people that haven't watched my videos. That's kind of my guess there, but either way, to each their own. You got to learn your own way, and sometimes making mistakes is the way to go. And honestly, could have been a lucky mistake too. Honestly, there's a lot of different case scenarios, but the point is here that 117, that previous level that we talked about before, that finally got swept. There's a little bit of liquidation left, but not too much. And it's interesting how that works, right? That previous level at 117 was like kind of a target for a lot of folks. That's really close to where we put our second profit target for our Solana trade, by the way. I love putting my targets right there at the liquidation levels. It's so perfect. It's easy money in a lot of ways. You just kind of got to be patient, right? We waited 3 days for this trade to come into full effect. And what's funny, as soon as we took the trade, the price dropped almost instantly. And that's how swing trading goes. You can't expect to get a good entry all the time, but it did work itself out positively. Anyways, some good stuff there. Last but not least here, to clarify, we already know this, 99 down to about 96 is a heavy liquidation concentration. Price does pull back to that level. Of course, we'll see something along those lines occur. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at here. Again, liquidation from this previous level, 117, just got swept. So we'll take a look at the daily and work our way down, kind of see if there's any changes in momentum here. And keep in mind, when we look at the daily time frame, it's just kind of an abstract understanding of what's going to happen next. It's not a definitive, like, okay, we see this one thing and we take a trade because of it. Truth is, we got a stochastic swing upwards. That's very positive. We took an ICP trade recently and took massive profits on that one, mainly because we had a good stochastic and MACD convergence on the 4-hour and the daily. Right now, we're seeing that basically starting. So there's a good chance we could see further upside because of that. Traditional RSI, money flow index are all doing well in that area. We have a MACD convergence on the horizon, but it's not converged just yet. Again, a little premature. I do not like to celebrate daily time frames. The 4 hours more so my confirming factor. Well, 1 hour and 4 hour, obviously you know if you see my videos, but the daily time frame, I just kind of get like a bird's eye view and say, okay, cool. We're on the right side of the tracks. I'm not going to be swimming upstream and trying to fight traffic. I'm going to be rolling with the traffic. Okay, nice and easy. That's how it goes with trading. Just identifying trends and working within those trend lines that increases your odds of success. Nothing's for sure, nothing's guaranteed. We got stopped out on a Bitcoin short that I took 2 weeks ago, but all this other profit came in and effectively ensured that we're still profitable, right? And that's where you can kind of hedge your shorts with some longs and vice versa. Conversation for another day. Be sure to check out my trading university if you're curious on what that looks like. I do talk about that a lot. Okay, so 4 hour time frame. We're above all moving averages. Also fantastic. Okay, we got above that 108 level I was talking about yesterday. Extremely important. Where the 50-day SMA was the only thing holding the price action potentially down. We can see stochastic is swinging down. Money flow index, RSI all coming down. It's very standard for retracement in situations like this. We take a look at TD sequential. We're up to a 9. Pullback would make sense. Now again, it's not a guarantee it's going to pull back, but statistically, it's a larger probability we might see the price retrace a little bit further. Okay. Again, if we do see it come back, it would be something along the lines of this here, where the price action pulls down to this 110. I would say worst case scenario would be 108, which is where we have a volume concentration in the recent time frames there. So a lot of things are kind of swinging in the positive direction. But again, at a 9 on TDS, Solana has been pretty good about hitting 9s and then correcting itself to the most recent high. And in this case, again, most recent high would be 110, and the 108 range is a rough approximate. Okay. So again, nothing's really truly set in stone here. We don't have like these definitive lines in the sand, but we do also have a lot of potential reality. or realities, if you will, where like 118, 117 were previous and current resistance levels. We're going to pay attention to that. But I would say that a pullback would make a little more sense. However, Bitcoin kind of stabilizing right now. In fact, if we draw a correlation between this price action and Bitcoin, I'm expecting Bitcoin to come up. So Solana should, in fact, recover. But if you do look at this here, Bitcoin's coming up and over and up a little bit, where we can see Solana it went up too high too fast. It's pulling back a lot harder. It's exactly why I like to see staircase patterns in trading instead of these continuation patterns. It's much better when you have consolidation between these legs up. At this point, anything could happen because the price action moved really fast, right? So take a look at the Ichimoku cloud on the hourly. We can confirm we're in green town here, if there is such a thing. Lagging spans free and clear. Conversion lines above the baseline, and the cloud is kind of hanging out in that 112 range. So it's working concurrent with our ascending trend. That's a positive sign here. So I would say if the price goes sideways or whatever, as long as we can maintain this little guy here, we're going to be in pretty good shape to see the price continue higher. It may even continue higher and never even look back to that level yet, or for a while. But for right now, we got to presume that that could be retested at one point, especially considering we could see the price pull back to this lower level. Even if it were to pull back, not the end of the world. A buy-in at 110 seems like an appropriate long consideration. Okay, but right now I'm just going to hang tight and let our long position continue to take profits. If I don't recall specifically what the targets were, I think our next target is in the 120 range. So I'm pretty confident we're going to be able to hit that. But at this point here, honestly, there's really not a lot of consideration for shorts. In fact, I'm going to stick to my same narrative. Do not short this coin. So we're definitely in that position. Quick look at CC Gold, and we can see we got some nice little profit targets there, some sell signals, but we don't have any recent buy signals. So again, waiting for that confirmation to get into a long position at this point. Okay. So again, I would just be patient and wait for a little bit more of a pullback if you're considering a long. If you want to average in, not the worst idea to get in here and here as potential reality, because if the price does pull back, you get filled. You got a nice average price at 112 instead of 114 or 110. Okay, so again, I love to average into my position. We did that with what was it? SNX 56%. This one is higher than RDNT. They both had similar profit targets because we got filled into a second entry target. I love it when that happens. Awesome, awesome stuff. Anyways, if you have questions on that, feel free to reach out. You can direct message me through Discord, Telegram, or Twitter, of course. More important, just jump onto our website to consider becoming a premium member. Make sure that you also check out our phenomenal exchange here, no KYC or VPN required, with Bitunix. 100% recommended, mainly because, again, KYC or VPN, but they just happen to be a phenomenal exchange with really good tech support and amazing features. So check them out. If you do, just know there's a trading competition coming up on the 8th of January for a global, and we have a community specific in February. So cool stuff coming with them. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care.